Harare, Zimbabwe.
Haven't you heard Constantino Chiwenga? Today is Friday the 13th. I know Emmerson Mnangagwa. You never know what will happen on Friday the 13th. Constantino and Emmerson, I have breaking news. What are you doing here, Kembo Mohadi? I was talking to Constantino Chiwenga. I am the second vice president of Zimbabwe. And I would like to tell you that today is Friday the 13th. I can understand that, Mr. Mohadi. And why do you have to tell us that again? Because a major disaster will strike New York City. And it will involve the Brooklyn Bridge. Get out of here, Mr. Kembo Mohadi. Okay, Constantino Chiwenga and Emmerson Mnangagwa.
The Millennium Bridge at London, England.
We are on the Millennium Bridge in London, Julie. How are you feeling about it?
I am enjoying it, Liam. And I'm feeling very happy.
I'm glad that you took me to London. I can see St. Paul's Cathedral from here.
I have breaking news!
What do you think you're doing? I was talking to Liam Lawson.
Death Eaters from Harry Potter are approaching the Millennium Bridge, and it will collapse in the next few seconds.
Oh no. That doesn't look good.
What the heck are Death Eaters from Harry Potter doing in London? They're not coming here just because I was demoted from Red Bull.
We're interrupting our...
Enough!
We interrupt your programme to bring you breaking news. A bridge has collapsed into the River Thames in London after it was attacked by Death Eaters from Harry Potter. According to authorities, the Millennium Bridge was having a lot of people on it at the time, and the Death Eaters attacked it with such force it caused the bridge to collapse. A few people have died as a result, and the bridge is very unlikely to reopen in the near future. We now return to your programme.
The Brooklyn Bridge is a masterpiece of engineering. Opened in 1883, it connects the boroughs of Manhattan and Brooklyn by spanning the East River. It is designated a National Historic Landmark, a New York City landmark, and a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark. It has been a major tourist attraction since its opening, and it has become an icon of New York City. The 13th of June 2025.
Here is what we know so far. Former Red Bull driver Liam Lawson was talking to Julie about being on the bridge when their conversation was interrupted. The interruption came in the form of news about Death Eaters from Harry Potter, and they were going to attack the bridge and make it collapse. "Oh no, that doesn't look good," said Julie. Lawson questioned what the Death Eaters were doing in London, and he said that they were not coming just because he was demoted from Red Bull. Then it happened. The Death Eaters attacked the bridge, causing it to collapse. A team of investigators have come to London after the destruction, and they have told me...
I'm sorry, Moira. We have to stop you there because we have the announcement from the mayor. Let's listen in.
Good morning, my fellow New Yorkers. I'm the mayor of New York City, and I have an important announcement to make. As you may already know, an unprecedented tragedy has struck London, the United Kingdom. The Millennium Bridge collapsed into the River Thames after being attacked by Death Eaters from Harry Potter. This is just heartbreaking to lose such an important London landmark, and we send our condolences to people affected by this disaster. Authorities in London have said that the collapse was a Friday the 13th superstition. And it is with a heavy heart that I have made a decision. The decision is to close the Brooklyn Bridge from 7 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time to 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. During this time, no cars, people or bicycles will be permitted on the bridge. The reason why I'm closing the bridge is because a team of engineers are coming to inspect its vertical suspender cables. When the inspection is finished, the bridge will be open again. We will keep you informed, and we will let you know when it is finished. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.
Oh no. That doesn't look good.
Media City, UK, England.
I cannot believe that the mayor of New York City closed the Brooklyn Bridge for inspection, all after what happened to the Millennium Bridge in London.
Did I hear Liam Lawson say something about the Millennium Bridge in London?
Get out!
But why did you have to deny Mr. Cameron approval to come here?
It would not have been fair for Cameron to talk about the bridge. And the Death Eater attack is a superstition.
The Death Eater attack is not a superstition. James only came here because he overheard Liam Lawson.
What the heck are you talking about, Christian Mansell? I was on the Millennium Bridge with Julie the entire time. And what makes you think that the Death Eaters are superstitious?
I really don't know, Liam. However, I can safely say that the Death Eaters did some considerable damage when they attacked.
I'm not interested in your Harry Potter / Friday the 13th talk, Liam Lawson and Stepney the Bluebell Engine. Can I leave now?
Not until you tell me where the Death Eaters come from. You have 90 seconds, starting now.
I'm not going to tell you where the Death Eaters come from. And even if I told you, it would mean trouble for J.K. Rowling.
Tell me!
Why did you have to shout at Mr. Cameron? You didn't need to insult him with that attitude.
All right, I will tell you where the Death Eaters come from. The Death Eaters come from the Harry Potter series of novels and films, and I can 100% confirm that they destroyed... I do not want to talk to you anymore.
Are you being serious with me? I can't really believe that you threw Mr. Cameron out.
An unhappy James gets in his taxi. He starts its engine, and he proceeds to drive off. A team of engineers come to the Brooklyn Bridge.
Do you know why we came here?
We came here to inspect the cables of the Brooklyn Bridge. The mayor made the decision to close it so that we could do the inspection.
I have never heard such a thing from the mayor before.
The engineers begin inspecting the Brooklyn Bridge. It's the start of a 12-hour-long operation, and they are inspecting the cables for any signs of corrosion. The Chrysler Building.
I defend the mayor's decision to close the Brooklyn Bridge for inspection, and we fear that it will collapse during the inspection.
But the bridge has been shut since 7 a.m. this morning. And it will take 12 hours for the engineers to inspect the bridge.
12 hours? Really? Is that how long the engineers are inspecting the Brooklyn Bridge for? If anything, it could cause major concerns for Julie.
What did you say? You cannot blame me for what happened.
Enough!
I am very sorry, but there was no need for you to be so rude.
Julie, we understand your concerns about the Brooklyn Bridge, but it's closed until 7 p.m. EDT. We must assume that it's due to the tragedy in London.
What do you mean there was a tragedy in London? I was not in London when it happened.
That may be true, Christian Mansell, but I was on the Millennium Bridge with Julie when it collapsed, and I would like to say to her that it was a Friday the 13th superstition.
I do not care if you were with Julie. Liam. The Brooklyn Bridge is closed for inspection and will reopen at 7 p.m.
No. I don't care if the bridge is shut. I am going to cross it.
No, Julie, don't do that!
Julie begins crossing the Brooklyn Bridge. But then, she is stopped.
You're not meant to come here, Julie.
What do you mean I'm not meant to come here? I was checking to see what you were doing.
We are inspecting the cables of the Brooklyn Bridge. We will let you know when we have finished inspecting them.
Fail.
What was that?
Julie's answer is revealed. A cable on the Brooklyn Bridge has snapped, and it has caused the deck of the bridge to sway from side to side. The engineers on the bridge are panicking, and another cable, not able to cope with the strain, snaps. The swaying of the deck gets worse, and Julie starts to panic.
No!
Oh no. That was a horrible nightmare. I've got to tell Hong Mei.
Are you alright?
No. I'm not alright.
Oh dear, poor Julie. What's wrong?
I had a nightmare about Friday the 13th. It began when Death Eaters from Harry Potter attacked the Millennium Bridge in London. The New York City mayor closed the Brooklyn Bridge for an inspection, and James Cameron hit 2 people with his taxi. I tried to cross the bridge, but a cable snapped, and caused the deck to sway. Another cable snapped, and I started to panic. The swaying of the deck got worse and worse, until it gave way, and the bridge collapsed.
What? You can't really be serious.
And now I can't get to sleep over what happened.
I really do feel sorry for you, Julie.
No. I don't want to hear anything else from you. Get out, now.